do. Lower to the grave, tell you like it is to your face, she don't play. Aries chick down for it all, know that she a boss. No competition, no loss. From the Midwest to the A, Autumn got you tuning in, no delay. Ooh, get you right every time. Keep you laughing on a dime. Tell you truth, no lies, so you can live your best life. Cover all topics, no limits. Got something for your mama and your children, no holding back. No gimmicks, coming on strong, get straight to business. Oh yeah.
What she wanna do?
Live life, live life.
She do what she wanna do.
Live life, live life, live life.
What she wanna do?
Live life, live life,
She
live
do
life.
what she wanna do.
Live life, live life, live life. Live life, live life.
Hey, it's your girl Autumn, and I welcome you back to the Lit Life Podcast, where I encourage you to live your life autonomously. I'm talking slow because I just had to double check to make sure that my equipment was doing what it needs to do, because y'all know I will sit up here and record a whole episode and it be sounding like trash, but same little handful of listeners still come back and listen. So shout out to y'all. Shout out to everybody. So go ahead and get right into it. So a couple of updates I have for you guys. If first of all, if this is your first time listening or watching me on YouTube, thank you. If you're not listening, if you're listening and you've never watched the YouTube, please I do care if you watch, but can you at least subscribe? I mean, just let me know that you know that it's here, I guess. I don't know. Do what you want to do, really. So thanks for being here, basically, is what I'm saying, old and new. So I've been telling y'all over the past couple of weeks about my neighbors. So there's still a sale pending sign outside, but she's actually had some movers over here the last couple of days. So I guess she really is moving, and it's just wild. Like, y'all have to go back and listen to the last couple of episodes to figure out the whole story about her. But anyways, I have been pretty consistent these last couple of weeks, guys, with getting up and working out in the morning. I have been sticking to my 3 days, 30 minutes, minimum, which I can't get myself together over here. I don't know if these headphones are tight. I don't know. I've been pretty consistent. That's typically my minimum that I like to do per week, 3 days, 30 minutes, per day or per workout. And I've been doing that plus yoga. So, well, yoga is a workout as well. So basically doing 4 workouts. I've been doing 2. Well, the plan is to do 2 runs and at least 1 strength training or body weight or whatever. And I told y'all, I think I told you guys about my trainer and the stuff that we have going on last week. So that's been pretty cool. I actually ran a pretty decent run this morning. I mean, like, I don't know what was going on with me aside from, I don't be wanting to get up in the morning. But aside from that, like, I don't really know what was going on with me this morning, where even when I got outside, I just wanted it to be over already. And so I had told myself, I'm like, I'll just go out here and walk. Like, I don't know, my body has been feeling just kind of yucky or something. I don't know. But anyways, I walked the first mile, and on the way back, I was like, you know what, let me just run. Let me just, I'll get home quicker, right? Even if it is a couple of minutes, I'll get home quicker. So I ended up running, and I actually ran a decent time, like very decent for what I've been doing, recently. So in recent months or whatever. So that was good. Thankful for that. When I have small victories like that, it makes me want to keep going, right? It's like, I didn't feel defeated or anything. I felt really good. I mean, I'm tired because like the workout I did yesterday, the workout I did yesterday, like really for real, just like tested my body. And so I'm sore. So that was a part of it too. Like, I don't know if like my body felt heavy because I was sore. I don't know. Anyways, I got it out the way. What I think I'm going to do, and I don't know if people want to participate, fine. If people don't want to participate, that's fine as well. But I think I'm going to do a running for my life challenge. I think I'll do it for 30 days because what I'm doing now is I'm kind of trying to focus on eating decent. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where I fail a lot of the times. So I've been trying to focus on that, and my trainer suggested I try like I think it's paleo, I think is how you say it, diet or whatever, which basically, it's Atkins, it's all the same, but just less, the least amount of carbs that you can eat, right? So you can eat whatever type of meat, they say lean meat, and you eat your vegetables and things of that nature. And the thing about this is what kind of pisses me off about dieting now, like I made a whole lifestyle change at one point in my life where this is just how I ate, and I was happy with it. Like I was really, really happy with it. Because when I would get specific cravings, you know what I'm saying? It was nothing to really go and just eat the shit because I got right back on board. You know what I'm saying? I have that waffle, or I have that piece of cake, or I have that piece of chocolate or whatever. And everything else was pretty much, just decent eating. Like I wasn't eating fried foods as much as I have been in the past few months, things of that nature. So that's the thing that pisses me off about it all is I know that I can do it. I know I could do it. I know it's attainable. Like I know that I can continue to do it because I did it for like a year and a half. You know what I'm saying? Up until COVID hit. It's really hard to get back there. So anyway, real quick, back to the running for my life challenge. I think I'm going to to bring that back probably next month. Maybe like right after the holiday or something like that, because y'all know how we do on holidays. I know how I'm gonna do during the holiday weekend. It's no holds barred. Like I got folks that's gonna be here. It's gonna be extremely lit. There's probably gonna be a lot of liquor had, and you're gonna need to eat waffles or some shit after that to soak it up. So this will be a good chance for me to go ahead and cleanse all over again, which I'm doing really well. Actually, when did I start this? Maybe Sunday. I'm doing really, really well. And I'm gonna just keep it going, and I'll keep y'all posted. But if I do actually post a challenge, I'll let you guys know. And if you guys want to join, that's great. All right, let's rock and roll. All right, it's the Shut the Fuck Up Award. Y'all already know how the fuck this shit go down. So I wonder if anybody can guess what my Shut the Fuck Up Award is this week. Cause it literally just happened yesterday. Well, it'd be 2 days ago when you guys hear this. So I'm on Twitter per usual, right? And basically scrolling on Twitter, minding my black ass business along with a whole lot of other black folks. Literally just scrolling, laughing, and minding our business. Y'all boy, RG3 gets on fucking Soulja Boy's internet talking about, come on, bro, your wife is white, in all quotes with the uppercase, lowercase. And he has this video of her I guess, exercising or doing something. I guess he was trying to promote her business or her booty or whatever. I don't know, because there was a lot of talk of her booty, because one of his next tweets was what he said: they be so mad when you defy the stereotypes. Then he said, being white doesn't mean you ain't got no cheeks. Being white don't mean you ain't got no cheeks. Joke was, my wife couldn't fill out a sundress. And yes, I love my wife and I'm proud of her business. And he put the link to her business. I'm telling you, loving someone outside of your race doesn't mean you hate your own. I'm telling you, being white don't mean you ain't got no cheeks. I love my people. I love my wife, and I'm proud of her business. And he just keeps going on and on and on, like, about this. Because of course, folks started flaming his ass. My issue here is that my shut the fuck up award is for black people. I'm not even gonna just say black men. I'm gonna say black people who unprovoked has to tell us about their white spouse or girlfriend or whatever it is, and not necessarily just tell us about, but make sure that it's like a shot to us. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I got a white girl and she got an ass. So I'm trying to figure out when we asked you this. Okay, yeah, there was the joke about the sundress or whatever. I guess she couldn't fill out a sundress or whatever. But I'm pretty sure that happened a long ass time ago. So I guess he may have been losing sleep about it. But it's just like, it's just unnecessary. If you wanted to promote your wife's business and you wanted her booty to be like a selling point, that's fine. That's perfectly okay. For you to have to make sure that everybody remember that she's white is the part that doesn't make any sense to me. Like, like, what the fuck is this? And why the fuck are you acting like that? Like, every chance you get, this is what you're saying. And I don't know, like, I don't know if it's somebody in particular that he's trying to piss off, like, or that not even necessarily piss off, but that maybe he's trying to get their attention, or I don't know what the fuck homie trying to do. But all I'm saying is nobody asked for this. And because of that, you and your kind can shut the fuck up. So, as you guys can see, today's word is passion. Now, I kind of wanted it to be passionate, but passion felt better as a title. And I guess maybe because it's the root word of passionate. But it's more of, I think this is going to be more of a flow of me wanting you to ask yourself what you're passionate about. So passion, just so that we kind of have like a clear context, because again, some of these words are very common words and we know what they mean, but don't necessarily know how to explain what they mean, right? So when you think of passion, you just automatically think of passion. You think of, like, something you really love, but not really knowing how maybe not able to, maybe I'm speaking for myself, but just trying to like literally define passion, like it's crazy. So of course I went on ahead and I looked it up, and the best definition that I found for this, or I can say the most relatable, especially like to this particular episode, is strong and barely controllable emotion. strong and barely controllable emotions. So these are, to be passionate about something is to love or to hate or to feel some sort of way about something so much you literally can't control it. Like you probably can, but it's very, very, very hard to control, right? Like, so say for instance, you love pancakes. I'm always bringing like some food and shit because maybe I'm a little passionate about food a little bit. You love pancakes. You love pancakes. Like, you love pancakes more than you love like anything else in life that's not human, right? You love pancakes to the point where like you could literally get in a heated argument about pancakes. Like, that means that you're passionate about pancakes. On the flip side, you hate working out. That might be me. I might see. I'm finding stuff that I'm passionate about already again. I hate it. Y'all know I hate it. I really literally hate it. I probably say that I hate it every single day, even on days that I'm not working out. I wish that I loved it. I wish my passion went the other way, but it just what I love about it is the results. I love the results. I hate actually working out. So maybe that is something like, can I control the fact that I hate it? Kinda. I mean, I still go do it, right? So, but I really do hate it. So does that mean I'm passionate about hating it? Probably. I'm gonna just say yes. So anyways, I wanted to highlight again, my the whole purpose of this episode is for you to listen to this episode and then think about what you're passionate about. Like, think about, what the heck is this on my face? Think about what you're passionate about. So the way that this kind of came up, and this is going to give you this will give you kind of like the reason why I started thinking about what I was passionate about. And I've told a little bit of this story probably in like one of the last few episodes. I know it had to do with it within this series. So I kind of told a little bit of this story, but I'm gonna tell it again, and I'll try to tell it a little bit more in detail. Again, it's another dating app story, y'all. So and forgive me, sorry, I know I keep going back and forth. Forgive me if if you've listened and you kind of heard a little bit of this story, but I'm telling it again. I have to tell it again because it's so relevant to this episode. So, was on a dating app. I met this guy who was he said mental health counselor. It was a lot of like things when I kind of look back on, like, that I just get, some things wasn't really adding up. So I probably shouldn't have even talked to him for that whole week, because I think it was about a week. But anyways, handsome guy. He I don't know, he had a few kids. They were all almost of age, and he was divorced maybe a year or two, or a year or some months, I don't know, but he was divorced. We talked about music, we talked about food. We were both from Ohio. He's from, did he say Cincinnati? Maybe. I think he said Cincinnati. Just, with like, I said something like, I don't drink pop, and he was like, oh my God, I haven't heard pop in like over 20 years. I say soda now, blah, 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 blah. I probably should have known he was whacked into, but anyways, so like our second phone conversation, I'll skip all the rest of that. Our second phone conversation, we were talking, and y'all know Y'all know how Too Short be like, what's my favorite word? Bitch, why you got to say it like short? Y'all know what my favorite word is. Like, the word I probably say a whole lot of is nigga. I say nigga this, I say nigga that. I say nigga, I be like nigga, like this nigga. Man, niggas be wildin'. I mean, it's just like, it's so like, I just say it. Like, I don't and don't think anything of it, and I'm not gonna start thinking anything of it. But anyways, I think I said that. I think I said something like, I don't know, like he was asking me something. I'm like, shit, I don't know. Nigga is like my favorite word. Like, it's just what I say. So he says, well, we need to stop saying that. We're gonna have to stop saying that. Now, I don't know if y'all remember, like some years ago. I should have looked it up. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I'm looking, y'all. A long time ago, some time ago, there was a burial of the N-word. Do y'all remember this? Like, oh God, wasn't it like Al Sharpton or something? Gosh, I wish I could have found it. Oh my goodness. Anyways, there was like this whole big old thing, right? Like, and I think that it was like, it went around, it has something to do with like rap lyrics and how, hip hop lyrics need to be cleaned up, and we don't need to say the word nigga anymore. And they like did a whole fucking funeral for the N-word. Like, it was, I didn't get it. Like, and back then, like, I probably didn't say it as much as I say it now, but it was just kind of, I don't know, it was kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, I probably didn't even have to tell that story. Anyways, so and I'm like, okay, well, why do you say that? Why do you think that? And he goes on and basically says that it's a derogatory word, and we just shouldn't use it. And but his real reason behind it was because he said he was talking to some white guy, and the white guy asked him, said, well, or didn't ask him, basically told him like, well, tell me why it is that this is such a horrible word. Like, it's, so bad, but you guys can say it, meaning black people, you guys can say it, but we can't, meaning we as in, or them as in white people. And I'm thinking to myself, like you're having this conversation. Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to entertain this conversation. So, and so he's like, and I couldn't give him an answer. He was like, I couldn't really like, there's no real reason or whatever. And I was like, so I finally said it, like, you entertain this? Like, at what point did you feel like you had to explain yourself to this man, and why you say what the fuck you say? At what point did you feel you needed to explain that? Like, So he's like, well, but that's the thing. That's the whole thing. It's like they're, that's why they have this perception of us. I said, well, what perception? Because no matter what we do, and I think I said all of this stuff on Podcast Happy Hour last week, no matter what we do, no matter what we say, no matter how we say it, no matter if we show up in a fucking 86 fucking Pontiac Bonneville, or we show up in a damn 2027 BMW truck that flies because we got the money to buy it, or you meet us on the moon, none of that shit is going to fucking matter to them because we're black. It just doesn't matter, right? Especially somebody that's asking a question like this. It's not going to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, bro, none of this is gonna matter. I said, you really think that because you're not saying nigga, or because you're going into, or because you have a master's, or you're finishing your master's, or because you live in an upper class neighborhood, or because you drive the latest car, or because you could shop at Lenox Mall, or because you are a president of a corporation, you're still not going to be anything other than a nigga in a coupe. I mean, like, it to them, that's just what it is. So how can you, why are you trying so hard to make them accept you when it's not gonna happen? So he said, I'm getting to the part, y'all. So he said, ooh, now before all of this, he had asked me what I was passionate about. Sorry, he really did ask me that, and I maybe that's what when I had said about the nigga, but about the word nigga, but I don't know. But anyways, he was like, ooh, that's what you're passionate about. You don't like white people. I was like, that's what you got from all of this? That's what you got from all of this? That I don't like. I said, I'll tell you what, it's a whole lot of them that I don't trust. There's a whole, for various reasons, for reasons of situations that I've been in or seen with my own eyes, for a lot of things that I've seen in the news. Like, how can, but I've never given any of them a reason to not like me. But there are so many of them that don't know me, that have never laid their eyes on me, that hate me because of the color of my skin. So what I got from that was, I'm passionate about being black. I'm very, very passionate about our safety, the safety of black people. I'm passionate about the care of black people. That doesn't mean that I'm not, like, I don't care about anybody else. And I shouldn't even have to explain that to y'all. Like, by now, like, with all of this shit that has gone on in the world over the past 2 years, just over the past 2 years, not even going back from 400 years ago and back when fucking Juneteenth and all that shit happened, and nobody was even trying to tell everybody that the motherfucking slaves were released and shit. Like, none of that, you know what I'm saying? Like, just over the past couple of years, the amount of injustice that we have endured as a black race is sickening. It's ridiculous, and it's stupid. And anybody that wants to sit up and wants to coon, he called me a coon because I said He was like, that's coon behavior. Nigga, you clearly don't know what coon behavior is, because anytime that you're trying your damnedest to explain some shit of culture to someone outside of the culture, and it's almost like your fucking life depends on it, like you just have to make these people feel good about you, that's cooning. That's what coons do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get so worked up, and I know that I know I be playing around. Y'all know I be playing around, and I'm real silly about it and shit. But I really do be worked up about these things, like having to unlearn all of the things that I've learned and having to pick up more things that I've learned, because these things were never taught in schools, public or private schools, either way it go. So all these things, I'm one of those people that just found out about Juneteenth maybe in the past. I'd probably say in the past 10 years. Like, I'm very recent. And even when I learned about it back then, like, you know what I'm saying? It was a big deal in certain places, but where I was, it wasn't a big deal. You know what I'm saying? So we didn't see a lot of that stuff. So I'm very passionate about Black people being equal. That's what it is. I just want to be equal. I just want us to be equal. I want us to be able to walk into the same interview and get the same job and make sure that it pays us the same amount, because that shit ain't happening. That shit is not happening. I don't care, no matter how y'all want to look at it. There are people that are out here that are discriminating. Like, we don't get these handouts. This is why a whole lot of Black people are in the financial positions that they're in. We just don't get it like that, and it's unfair. I'm passionate about it. I'm damn passionate about it. Another thing I'm passionate about is being happy. That's what my show is about. My show is about living your life autonomously, because that is the only way to happiness in my eyes, the way that I look at things. And if you're new to the show and you've never really heard me explain this, I'll give you just a little bit. All I'm saying is, you have to live your life for you. Even if you have a family, you have children, all of this stuff, you have to live your life for you. Because when you start living your life for other things and other people, that's when you don't have the time to make sure that you're happy. You understand what I'm saying? And you being happy is going to it'll pour over. It'll pour over into your family. Like, you won't have to live for them. All of this, the happiness and the love that you have for yourself, is going to pour over into those situations. You're not supposed to go to school for you. I mean, for not for you, for for somebody else. You're not supposed to go and be a cosmetologist because that's what your uncle wants you to do. Or, you know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to work for the family business if that's not what you want to do. You're supposed to find your own lane and be happy about that lane. None of that, like, what they gonna do when you're gone? They're gonna continue to live for them. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna say, and that is not a bad thing. We all should be living to make sure that we're happy, and that way we'll be able to pour our happiness. And I know it sounds selfish as hell. I know it does. But and if that's how you want to take it, fine. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to argue with anybody about that. This is just simply my opinion, and this is just something that I have been living by for a very long time now. It's how I've been able to pretty much find my path. I know what I like. I know what I don't like. I know what I'll put up with. I know when it's time to stay. I know when it's time to go. And that's with any situation that I involve myself in. And it's because I have learned to live for me. Period. I'm not staying at a job that I hate because I want to make sure that they're okay. I'm not doing that. Not gonna be able to do it. Not gonna be able to do it. And it's the same for any type of relationships, any type of partnerships, any type of anything that I have to deal with. I will cut your ass off. Period. It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But that's been the only way that that's been the way that I've been able to continue to find myself and to continue to figure out, like, you know, the things that I'm passionate about, the things that I like. One thing that I realized, so I went to school for something and I'm doing something totally different. And when I was at work today, we were in a meeting with, like, I want to say, like, the vice president of the our region or some bullshit. I don't know. And he was talking about how he has gone, like, he's worked at different jobs, but all of them have been in very different industries, but he's doing the exact pretty much the same thing. So, like, he went from being, like, in the military to, like, uh working at a what you call it, like a medical system place, and, you know, like, hub or whatever, kind of like, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of, like, or kind of like Grady here, you know, like Grady systems and things of that nature, to, like, a couple of different tech companies, but he's doing the exact same thing. And it's like, how can you go across all of those different you know, all of those different industries, and you're getting hired to do the same thing, but it's different industries? Like, it just seems really different. And it's just because he's passionate about what he's doing. Like, he has put in so much work. It's like he could do this. And I tell people all the time, like, I'm a consultant. I can consult on anything as long as I am in tune with what the fucking product is. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's software, I could probably be I could probably do pharmaceutical sales. I don't like sales. I'm not trying to do any type of sales, but I could probably consult on just about anything as long as I know what it is, and if it's something that I'm you know, fairly passionate about. My thing is, I just want to do my job good. So I'm going to research. I'm going to, you know, do as much research as I can. And I'm not gonna walk into a room and I'm gonna know what the fuck I'm talking about. And that makes me feel good. And y'all know I'm passionate about making sure that I feel good. That makes me happy. You know what I'm saying? So I be going on and on. I be getting excited. I think another passion of mine is, and I'll leave you guys with this. Being able to tell my story and it hits someone. Like, every once in a while, I'll record one of these podcast episodes and I can feel like I'm just now, like, I had to, like, really calm myself down because I get so worked up because I want to make sure that y'all are feeling me, right? Like, I want to make sure, I want y'all to get all the energy. I want y'all to get all the animation. That's why I went on ahead and started with the damn YouTube videos or whatever. Like, I want y'all to feel all of everything what I'm saying. And when somebody comes back to me and says, Autumn, you really said something on this last episode. Like, or I went through the same thing and that really, you know what I'm saying? Like, or thank you so much for saying that, or damn, I didn't even know that was a thing. That really brings me joy. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, wow, like I taught somebody something, or oh wow, like I'm just glad that I can be here as a voice for people. And when just telling I guess I'm very passionate about telling my story when I know that it can help someone. You know what I'm saying? Like it can help someone. And I think this particular episode will be helpful to anybody who has never really for real sat down and thought about what they're passionate about, because these things are what's going to really carry you through life and help you to find happiness. When you're able to like sow a seed into something that you're passionate about, it's an amazing thing. It is an amazing thing. One thing that helps me do that, my sororities. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm in a black sorority, 2 black sororities. You know what I'm saying? It's like we're able to sow our seed as an organization back into our communities. I'm passionate about that. I'm very passionate about that. Helping young kids get to college, giving out scholarships and having fun while we're in the process of doing it. I'll drop $100 on a scholarship funded event. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because I know it's gonna be a good time and somebody is gonna go to school with less debt. One of us, we're gonna go to school with less debt. So I just want you guys to think about that. You don't even have to think about 3 things that you're passionate about. You literally can, like, again, when he asked me what I was passionate about, I couldn't think. I couldn't think of anything. That's why I was being silly. I probably said some shit like, oh, I love waffles and pancakes. And I was like, I'm passionate about saying nigga. Like I say nigga a lot. And it just spiraled from there. And for him to accuse me, for him to just be like, oh, you don't like white people. Like, literally, that nigga, that's the first thing that came to your mind. That's literally the first thing that came to your mind. I'm passionate about not liking white people. Come on. Why would I waste my energy that way? I'm passionate about the equality of black folks. That's what what the fuck are you talking about? Where did you get this from? Where did you get any of this from? None of this makes any sense. So find your passion. Figure out your passion, guys. It's a good thing to do. It's a great thing to do. And when you know what you're passionate about, you'll be able to kind of I feel like you'll kind of have a better outlook, even if your outlook on life isn't bad. But you know what I'm saying? Like you'll see things more clear. You'll know the things that you want to do that are going to continue to contribute to your happiness. Real quick before I get out of here, I want to say, so it's like 3 of the 5 podcast happy hour girls' birthdays. Well, I think we said happy birthday to Chris way earlier in the month. And then Jay and Tamara's birthday are Sunday and Monday. And or Monday and Sunday. I be getting them mixed up. I'm not even gonna front. So happy birthday to them niggas. Podcast happy hour was a blast. We had a birthday party. Audrey quit podcast happy hour that day, but she's still in a group chat. So I don't know. Maybe she'll show up to podcast happy hour next month, or I don't know what the fuck she's gonna do, but she'll be there. I do know what the fuck she's gonna do. She better be there. We had a good time. It was Juneteenth. It was real black. A whole lot of very funny conversations like we do per usual. We don't have a date yet for July, but Jay I typically I'm after Tamara, but Jay is going to be after Tamara this time because I am going to host the 1 year anniversary of Podcast Happy Hour in August. So that's going to be lit. I don't know what day again yet, but I will definitely let you guys know because I'm really hoping that you guys show up and have a good time with us. So all of those things will be in the show notes. I want to thank everybody for continuing to rock with me with this series. It's really been fun. What I have like 2 more. I think I have 2 more after this one to do for the 10 episode series. And I think maybe I'll take a little break, maybe 2 weeks, a week or 2 weeks. And I'm gonna come back with something fresh. And we just gonna do it like that. So until you hear me or see me again, peace.